This is a Kobie Chronicle.
Rico Wade, born in Atlanta, Georgia, Dungeon family, organized Noize. Our first time really rocking in New York.
Yeah.
The people at the label was telling us like, yo, regardless, don't stop.
Right.
The crowd might not respond.
Right.
The crowd might just be looking at you.
Right.
That's New York shit.
Right.
We really thinking they feeding us some bullshit. They almost saying like, don't worry about it. These niggas ain't gonna like you.
Right.
These niggas ain't gonna like you. Don't worry about it. Just keep on rocking.
Right.
Man, we go on stage, and the Big and Dre, they 18, they kids, you know what I'm saying? They young, so I'm like they hype man and stuff. I'm like 21, so, and it's tough. I see that it's beginning to, they doing their little back and forth rocking shit. And I'm out there like trying to get the crowd, but I'm not rapping. So I'm looking at every individual. But right here, leaned up against the stage, that's Biggie Smalls, got his hands up.
Wow.
Antoine and Andre. I met Big and Dre, guess I'm gonna keep it even more real. I worked at this beauty supply store in East Point. And we were popular because I had Ray, you know what I'm saying? We were kind of popular, we had a little singing group or whatever, we were cool. But this young white girl, it's so hard, but I never really said this a lot early on. This white girl who worked at the store, but she was in high school, she went to Tri-Cities, she come to work like, Rico, please, big boy, Twain, he keep asking me if he wanna rap for y'all. Please let me bring him up here. Every day at lunch, they keep asking me, can he come rap for y'all? So tell him, come on up here. I'm out of high school, you know what I'm saying? Tell the high school boys, come on up here, let's see what they can do. Then they came over after school one day, and I took them home with me that day. Like I picked up a bad bitch or something, like, well, y'all going to the crib with me today. They were so hip-hop at that time, you know what I'm saying? They were so hip-hop to me. In the South, wasn't as hip-hop. We were, but we knew that we were studying New York, whatever. We knew we grew up on Luke, and we loved Luke. We knew we grew up on Ghetto Boys, and we loved the Ghetto Boys. But we loved hip-hop. We just wanted to do it the way they were doing it. We didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? We wanted to sound authentic as it's supposed to. We wanted to come out the Bronx with it. We were just trying to put together a package that was that could break through that New York hatred. We had to get through that New York hatred. We had to get through because we understood this was their sport. And you weren't gonna get up in here unless you really represented it correctly. We are the catalyst for Atlanta doing whatever they're doing now, for Texas, for any Southern. See what Luther Campbell did and what Jay Prince did and Ghetto Boys, they were independent. They were independent. So they forced their movement on people and made a lot of money. We went through New York. We had a New York label, Arista, who had a boutique LaFace, sign us, and we you know what I'm saying, and we knew that the people that was gonna be working the records, like early on, Positive K was one of the first people. L.A. Reid didn't know nothing about it. He hooked me up with Sincere, who hooked me up with Positive K. Positive K just kept it real, told us what we needed to do. Some of the early people who helped us, they just made sure we knew. Go to all the college radio stations, go to all the community radio stations. Because at that time, they weren't even playing hip hop on the radio like that.
Visit thekobie.tv for these stories and more.